Like every day of the hummingbirds. It's so cute.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Steven.
Good to hear from you.
Yeah, you know what? I just have to tell you, like, every single person who works here is so nice and caring. Asking you, and then you hooking me up with Chris. Like, they're like, you have no idea. They're like, if you went to another place, you would have hated it. They're like, they don't really care. We've been out, like, almost every day on some sort of an excursion.
Wonderful. Start picking out the meetings that you like.
I am. We went to like a, we're Jewish, but we went to like a Baptist church kind of today. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've never done that before. What an experience.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
we'll be going to meetings when you get out.
Ugh, I don't really like the meetings. I have to say
Oh, well.
Maybe I'll learn to like them better. They're just boring. I can't help it.
I know.
First they have to go over all their information, like at any...
Exactly. Everything you need to know is in those boring readings.
Of course. So I'll see. I can't imagine going every day.
Okay.
But
we'll figure it out.
2 more weeks, exactly. So I'll figure it out, and then... But I figure at least you'll go with me. I won't have to go alone.
Of course. I need to go to more meetings anyway.
Well, and I can come pick you up. You don't have a car, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so I'll come pick you up, and then I can drive.
And we can do Zoom meetings with the hummingbirds.
Make sure she does.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Make sure she drives better than she did on her way here last time.
I know.
Yeah.
Sure you want to drive her? You want her to be your driver?
I've wrecked 2 different cars driving to 2 different rehabs. So.
I get it. All right, let me say goodbye.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, bye, honey.
You take care, and we're going to watch the hummingbirds and be quiet for a little while.
What's the name of the place where Max and me got married?
No, they got married at Fort Sheridan, right there in the fort. All right.
How's Daisy doing?
Doing good.
Okay, have fun. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, I'm glad to hear you're doing so well. Nice week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Which one is this?
That's Moose.
Moose is the social director.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's stealing a massage chair. You can't see it.
Yeah. Been fighting what feels like West Nile virus all day today.
Why do you think it's that?
I've had it before, And I get chewed by the mosquitoes a lot.
Sure.
And like 4 years ago, I went into urgent care because I was feverish and throwing up. And they said, you got West Nile virus. There's nothing we can do about it.
No antibiotic or it's a
Nothing.
virus.
Yeah. And there's no vaccine. But
Is there any antivirals working?
no. But over the years, I lose a day here and a day there.
Comes back?
Yeah. Well, I get bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah, but they don't all have West Nile.
No, but the ones that bite your ankles do.
Well, then I'm fucked. Actually, I think it's gnats. I think it's these little no-see-ums that are getting.
Well, we have the ankle biter mosquitoes.
Yeah, that's
And they came over when they brought the date palms. They're Egyptian mosquitoes. And essentially at urgent care, they told me, well, there's nothing we can do. Take Motrin and Tylenol, push fluids. So I made chicken soup today.
That's funny. I was sick when we got here, basically, when Laura left. I was pretty I had some bronchial crap.
Oh, yeah.
And I found a batch of chicken soup I had made in the freezer. And it was like, oh my God. And I went to my doctor just to make double sure on a Friday. Because, there's nothing worse than
Being sick on the weekend.
Yeah, wait through a weekend or figure you're going to take your ass into urgent care on a Sunday. Or say, forget that nonsense. So today's the first day I'm feeling human. Cough was making, when you get one of those coughs.
Yeah.
And apparently, several people in my complex have it. Sounds like a fucking tuberculosis ward. I take the dog for a walk, and it's mine's calmed down as of today. Finally getting stuff done.
I've taken 3 naps.
I'm not a big napper, but when I was sick, I built it into the schedule. I said no more than 2 hours of doing anything, and then the minimum of 2 hours on my ass flat sleeping, and then I called it siestas because it was too hot to take the dog out or anything, and then I'd be okay for another couple hours. But yeah, I did have a fever for a couple of days, and the flat fevers, they really like those.
My estimation is that there are over 200 birds resident here now.
Yeah.
And it's going to keep growing. The costas have started mating. The broadtails will be right behind them.
And where are they going to set up their nests, do you think?
They like the bougainvillea over between the hotels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like the dead palm fronds and the palm trees. Anything with tangles and thorns, they love.
If they're going to set up in the same place near my house as they usually do.
They probably will. They get into habits.
They really do, and so do the offspring, I think.
Yeah. One of the reasons I have resident annas here this year is that the fires last year.
Yeah, right.
I had a lot of
Nowhere to go.
refugees.
They had nowhere to go.
Yeah. And so they realized, hey, this is a cool place.
How far do they travel generally? I mean,
It depends on the species. The black chins that are here don't migrate. They just stay year round. The costas migrate mainly by changing altitude. Instead of flying north, they fly to Idlewild and Big Bear.
so they're climate oriented.
Yeah. The rufous that come here during migration migrate from Yucatan and Oaxaca and Alaska. The calliopes are
Wow, that's a heck of a migration route.
8,000 miles. and they do it alone.
It amazes me. I mean, I wonder what the let's say recidivism, what the dropout rate is. You know, if they can't get food, they can't make the businesses.
The rufous have been falling in population, mainly due to habitat loss in Oaxaca. But the calliope goes from Yucatan to British Columbia. The broadtails come down from the Canadian Rockies.
Real snowbirds.
Yeah. Most of the broadtails head on all the way down south to Venezuela, but there have been a contingent that have been coming here now for 4 years. We had a really big heat dome a few years ago that really disrupted the migration. And the broadtails just decided they're going to start wintering here.
So you only have like about 10 feeders.
There's 8 here,
Yeah.
10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
and then there's 2 on the back porch. And I have more that I'll put up as more birds come.
Did you know that one of the first things I did was sent 2 feeders to up at Desert Hot Springs? Yeah, they had an exciting couple of days there this week. They had somebody was in their manic phase. Was in and out. Police came.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm glad Laura gets to see a little bit of that. I think she needs to come to grips with her privileged, her privileged nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is the place to do it.
It's one of the places. It's pleasant and it's not as scary as like Michael's or you know some of the others. But
Well,
once you're in there, it's very lovely.
yeah, but they don't. While they do have the creature comforts and things like that, which do make
I
it.
thought her room was lovely. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, I've stayed in shittier places.
Me too.
as for tourist stuff for big dollars.
Mhm.
So, you know, we used to, when our rentals were up here, we weren't done, so we didn't. We had friends who had a place up in Rimrock, up in, you know, out way past Pioneer Town. And they built a house, and while they built the house, they lived in a double wide. And when they moved into the house, they would rent out the double wide. We would go up there for a few weeks and just, you know, 50,000 acres of free parking. And, not a lot of creature comforts, and I was happy as a clam. Mostly because when you come here, and I'm trying to avoid it this year, it's too hard. You know, everybody wants to go do this, go do that, and that wasn't. I never got much of an actual vacate out of the vacations. You know? So to be up there for a couple weeks and never put pants on.
Yeah.
The dog like Pixel loved it.
One of my sisters lives in Yucca Valley.
Yeah.
She has a geodesic dome.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, the acoustics are insane.
Yeah. Well, that's Laura's favorite place to go up to Landers, to the sound bath place.
Oh yeah,
Integratron.
Yeah.
Integratron. That's one of her favorite things. In fact, 65 Pickham, that she convinced them to do an outing. A group outing.
Good. What's that called? The Orbitron?
Integratron.
Okay.
integrity.
Yeah. California has some of the wildest roadside attractions.
It really does. I was watching a YouTube thing, a documentary on the Big Rock.
Huh?
That's as wacky as you could possibly. The whole story behind it. The guy thought it was, all these people are into vortexes and spiritual, geography. This guy wanted to live under it. He built an apartment.
Okay.
Got killed. But his apartment got redone. There was an airstrip there. And all the UFO nuts would come from everywhere to here. Is that squirrel?
Yeah. Yeah, she's getting better. She was really twitchy when she got here.
Seems good. Seems wired okay.
Yeah. The folks that watch the videos in Kiev, sometimes Moose will be sitting on my lap while I'm holding a hand feeder.
Yeah.
And they're like,
how is this even possible? The cats aren't eating a buffet.
well, he only had to get poked in the eyes a couple of times, and he figured
You know what?
it out.
It's probably an even match. You're gonna get punctured before you get a snack out of this deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what made me come here today. I thought it was good to just stop and chill. Have so much stuff to do at the house.
Yeah. But you're talking about the parties and all the activities that people here like to do. They come to me with them all the time, and I look around and see, is it better than this?
No.
Usually not.
I have a little water feature in my back patio, a great view, and to get my butt out of that chair to go to a thing.
I know.
I did go to a show that I bought tickets for last year, and it's a friend, Deanna Bogart, and Bob Gross, who's the bass player, and Chuck, I think it's Alvarez, and I mean that's a great show, and I bought tickets with the Cultural Center. I did go to that.
Yeah.
I did go to that.
I'm working myself up to change the strings on my Spanish guitar. They're natural gut strings. And it will make that sound glorious.
Absolutely.
It's just a bad sound.
And if the construction of the guitar is good.
It's an Alvarez Yari.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And it's a flamenco. So it's really tight grained spruce. It's loud.
When I was a kid, I saw, pretty sure, Bob Dylan on Johnny Cash show.
Okay.
The Johnny Cash show brought more music that
Yeah.
I wasn't exposed to.
And Dylan and Cash were buddies.
Yeah. And the Smothers Brothers, the guys that they had on. That sort of shaped my music taste. But Dylan was playing a 12-string Yamaha.
Okay.
And my birthday was coming up. He asked me what I wanted. And I said a 12-string Yamaha. And I had that 12-string Yamaha, I guess I must have been 12, until I was 82, 30 something. And 12 strings, I adjusted the nut and the bridge, but they want to fold.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Mm.
And eventually it just did.
Yeah.
So Laura was in the ad business, advertising agency. And she had one of her musician, composer, arranger friends take her to the good music school in Hollywood and pick out a guitar for her. And it makes a Martin style shape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. It's some weird off-brand that people in the know really look for.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a lot of them made. And he just had an eye and an ear for it. And I still have that. My son took it to college and learned how to play on it. And I took it back. It sits in my basement in Chicago. I keep meaning to bring it, but it's amazing. It's in tune every time I pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it just is amazing that it stays that way. So I should pick up the guitar again. I've sort of I hit the wall on how good I could possibly get.
Yeah.
And that discouraged me instead of enjoying it. You know, and I sang with bands.
Yeah.
And the guys in the bands were just so good. This guy Gary Gann, who I call him the White Jeff Beck.
Okay.
He's really good. All the guys I played with in the jams and stuff, I couldn't pick up. I just couldn't play with it. I couldn't keep up, so I stopped playing. I don't think I'll be singing this year either. I think I'm just either take a break or call it quits. Because, I'm up there. How are you? I'm up there jumping around like a frog on a hot plate. And I think that's just turned 70. And it just feels unseemly. I ain't Jagger. And,
Yeah.
I can't front the whole night anymore.
No.
Those days are way behind.
I probably couldn't even play a set.
I can do most of a set, but the guys now that they bring in to sing with me are so much better that it's like I can't even keep up with them, and they dance and move around, and, it's like fucking furniture.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I would try and incorporate movement and stuff into my playing. It just didn't work for me.
Well, but I'm a front man. I'm up there, and I always say people hear what they see.
Mm-hmm.
You want to stand there like a lox,
Yeah.
and they, that ain't what they're going to talk about when they come home. You come inches from flying off the stage, and they'll actually remember that you sang well. Hey, Bub.
One night when I was bemoaning my lack of stage presence, Van Morrison told me that,
Well, he ain't Mr. Excitement either.
well, he said, that thing you do where you're standing just out of the lights with your head down and your hair falling down over your face and your hands are barely moving and the sound is exploding.
Yeah, that's cool.
He goes, that's exciting.
That's very cool. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's several guys I played with that